This is Mardi Gras 2018. Broadcasts live from Hargrove Controls and Automation in downtown Mobile.
All right, we are getting ready for the Mystic Stripers tonight as they parade for the 71st time down the streets of Mobile. You're looking at the Hargrove Controls and Automation balcony, where we are joined by Tara Reed
with Gulf Coast today, and our special guest,
Ariel. I'm from 107.3 The Beat.
We let her say that because we're still trying to get it. 107.3 The Beat is an iHeart radio station. Of course, we're partners with iHeart. And
yes.
Ariel, tell us a little bit about your fairly new station in town.
It's a fairly new station playing hip-hop and R&B music. So if you're into hip-hop and R&B, you know, that's your thing. That's your thing. I also do a little bit with the Uncle Henry morning show.
Yeah, we talk every morning because I do a little stint with Uncle Henry. So, and I finally get to see her in person. We've talked a little bit. She's the one that puts me on hold every morning.
Every morning.
Yeah, but that's cool. I mean, people put me on hold all the time.
It's kind of weird going from hip-hop and R&B in the afternoons to
Uncle
news
Henry.
talk in the morning. It's a little different, but, you know.
Well, that's what makes us well-rounded people.
Right.
Okay. Well, tonight you're going to get more well-rounded because the Mystic Stripers, and I just realized I have two people to hide behind tonight.
I'm not a good hide behinder.
You're not?
No.
Good. You're going to put you out in front because they throw.
They sure do. So I do have a quick question. Have you ever seen the movie Dodgeball?
I have.
Okay, then you're ready for the Mystic
I'm prepped and
Stripers.
ready to go.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. But let's mention our coverage for
we should.
Mardi Gras.
Absolutely.
Super
All right.
excited.
Now, this is where we've been and where we're going. Of course, we've covered the Order of Polka Dots, the Order of Inca, Order of Venus, Order of Many Faces. Lachey's, we weren't there for because they got rained out and they ran last night. We hated that we couldn't be here for that, but they did get their ride in. But that brings us, Tara,
to the Mystic
today.
Stripers, of course, February 8th. And on February 9th, it's going to be Crew of Columbus, which is
Friday
tomorrow.
night, yeah.
We definitely want you to tune in.
And we got Mystics of Time February 10th, and the Infant Mystics on February 12th, Order of Doves. And that leads us right into Fat Tuesday, Mamga.
And, of course, the Order of Myths. And then Saturday, we're starting our coverage at 6 o'clock. And then
Monday, it's at 7:30.
Yes.
You would not have known this, Ariel.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
No, that's okay. No, this is stuff that only our huge Mardi Gras brains can contain, but because the parades are starting at different times and so forth. Now, here's the big deal. The forecast is calling for a lot of rain over the next 24 to 48 hours. I know. Not actually, we're okay for tomorrow night, we think. But everything's iffy after that. So we're going to have the mayor on in a little while to talk about where this all goes and what happens. And he's basically saying we don't know until we know for sure about the weather. So we're just going to have to watch this, okay?
you're pitching him the tough questions.
Well, yeah. Weather's tough to answer because we don't know what it's going to do.
It is.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that.
Really excited about the theme tonight, Hidden Ancestors. When you were talking with NBC 15 earlier, you were talking about some of the older crews that they're sort of remembering, which was really interesting, in my opinion.
Well, see, we didn't really have a description of what the theme meant, but I started looking at the crews, Tara and Ariel, and I started seeing what their floats were. They've got double OMs, IMs, KOR. These are floats that will honor these other crews. But they also mention Santa Claus Society and the tea drinkers. What I figured out in the Society de St. Louis, or Louis, I think what this is those who have gone before them, hidden ancestors behind the mask. And because all of these crews date back just before the Mystic Stripers. So I think that we figured it out. But that's what's so cool about these mystic societies. They like to keep it a mystery, so you have to kind of
I was just about to say that there are so many secrets in Mardi Gras. And it's like every time I find one, I'm like, all right, I'm in on the secret now.
The biggest secret is after a big, great parade and everything, the secret is where did I put my car keys?
Right.
You know, something, So,
or your phone charger, because he just had to have Liz.
Or my phone.
Or your phone.
Your phone.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
what I
lose
was
your phone a
thinking.
lot?
Yes, all the time. In fact, I'm always asking, where is my phone? Where did I leave it?
Everybody does that. Yeah, okay. So anyway, that gives you an idea what we're looking at tonight. We're going to have 17 floats. Once again, this is their 71st parade and 79th ball.
I know. And they're on their 77th king. Speaking of keeping things a mystery, they didn't list the name of their king for the Mystic Stripers. It's just the King Striper, the 77th. But they did list the queen, Carson Hollingsworth. I guess we're allowed to release her name. So that's always neat.
Float builder is the Mirth Company, and the costumes are from Bienville Costumes. And they mentioned Chrissy and Tim, who I guess are Bienville Costumes.
Yeah.
And it says bands for the ball. Have you ever heard of Bag of Donuts?
Bag of Donuts. I was wondering if that was like Krispy Kreme or if that was just a thing.
I think it's just a generic Bag of Donuts. But now the Tip Tops.
Oh, Tip Tops.
You've heard of the Tip Tops.
I've heard of Tip Tops.
And
yeah.
Mike Barnes is in the DJ room. So they have 3 areas where they're having a ball tonight. Okay. All right. We want to mention again, have you ever been on this balcony?
This is my very first time on the balcony during Mardi Gras.
This is the balcony. It didn't used to be here last year.
Right.
But now Hargrove Control and Automation built this balcony just for us. That's not true.
Well, it seems like they did because everything is so well fit.
Yeah, it's like they thought and talked to us about it because we've got way down on that end, which is about half a block down there. That's where the music and entertainment is, which you all will be visiting very soon.
Very soon.
And then way down on this end toward the west end of Government Plaza across the street, that's where our parade coverage is.
Yeah. On top of the balcony, though, the hospitality has been great. Mary Perkins left us a whole plate full of all kinds of moon pies for all the moon pies that we didn't catch as if we needed more to snack on during the coverage. But you mentioned we're going to be talking with other people. I'll be with the food, that's Mirko's Pasta, and then Ariel's going to have our entertainer.
Our entertainers.
Lauren Murphy.
And Liba, her daughter. They're a mother-daughter trio.
That's right. Oh, by the way, for every now and then you'll hear our director talking in our ear. You didn't know that.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
You know, she's hearing voices in your head. Yeah, that's Jared, our director. He's just reminding us of things that we need to do, and we're used to it.
Yeah.
We're used to people talking to us and us not listening. But you're trying to listen.
Right.
Sorry, Jared. We're just joking. Okay, all right. So we're going to go to the break, but we're going to have some fun. Stick around. We've got a lot of music, food, and parade coming up, right?
Yes, excited about the entertainment.
Okay.
I'm really excited about the theme, though.
Me too. Hidden, what was it?
Ancestors.
Ancestors. We'll be right back as Mardi Gras 2018 continues in downtown Mobile on UTV 44 and MyNBC 15. We are back with the mayor of Mobile, Sandy Stimpson, who is deep into Mardi Gras. You are so deep into Mardi Gras that it's taking you all the way to New Orleans with some sassy talk.
Oh, yeah.
What is
fun.
What is going on with that? You kind of stirred the pot and got the New Orleans mayor all into
You know, it really started 2 years ago, Darwin, when we just wanted everybody on I-10 as they were driving to New Orleans to know that Mobile was the birthplace of Mardi Gras.
So you guys put up that sign.
We put up a sign last year.
Is it still there?
Yes, it's still there.
Okay.
And then the Alabama State Tourism put up the one, you know, you're 114 miles from the birthplace of Mardi Gras.
They put up a bunch of those, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they
Over
did.
in New Orleans.
They
That's
did,
like
New Orleans,
in your
Baton
face.
Rouge. And that really got it ramped up. And so it's been a lot of fun.
You were telling me a news crew that will remain nameless from New Orleans is even over here tonight to capture some of this.
That's right. It's pretty exciting.
Original Mardi Gras.
That's exactly right. The best Mardi Gras.
Now,
Yeah.
you went beyond just original. You say it is the best. So what is the mayor of, Mayor Landry thinking about this over there? Is he kind of responding in kind?
Well, you know, I'm not sure how engaged he really is in this, but I think that at the end of all of this, that I owe him maybe a dinner in Mobile, and he owes me one in New Orleans.
I think that's reasonable.
And so I'd love to do that. But it's been a lot of fun. It's gotten a lot of publicity. I mean, the Washington Post, Big Fox has reached out to us.
Wow.
And so it's a great reflection on our city, and because we have a great Mardi Gras, very family friendly.
And everybody knows. I mean, the good thing, and I was talking to Tommy Kane with Dynasty Collection earlier today, the good thing about Mardi Gras is everybody can make it their own, and there's nothing wrong or right about it. Just have a good time with it. Our two cities are perfect examples of that. They're very different Mardi Gras.
Yes.
But they're Mardi Gras.
That's exactly right.
You can't take that from either one of us. Yeah. But you can have some fun with it.
We've had a lot of fun with it, and I think it'll continue on.
What's next?
Well,
you just gave them permission to have Mardi Gras the other day.
That was really big. You know, we had thought about that a lot, but now that he's been granted permission to have Mardi Gras, we'll see what they say about that. So
I almost dropped my phone when I read that tweet, by the way.
Yeah,
I just thought that was
great.
fantastic.
It was great. Lots of fun.
So let's talk about now what's going to happen over the next few days. Let's talk about weather. And I know you told me earlier that just wait for Mobile weather because we don't know what it's going to do.
Yeah.
But let's take a look. If things go really downhill with the weather over the next 4 days, you guys will have to make some decisions, and you're not ready to really even speculate yet, are you?
No, really not. You know, because of the Mobile weather changes so quickly, you know, if it's cleared parade time and it's not going to be thundering and lightning and just a torrential downpour, you know, the parade will roll. And it's up to the organization. They, you know, tell us what they would like to do. Ultimately, the police make the final call, but if the organization does not want to parade, then, you know, we go along with that.
Of
but
course.
there are not many makeup days now.
No.
So
In
that's
fact,
a problem.
All you can do now is roll behind
That's
somebody
right.
else.
And then sometimes you can't do that because of the length of the
parades. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we're looking at one of the biggest parades this weekend in the whole city, and maybe on the Gulf Coast, is of course the MOTs.
Yes.
And that's Saturday night, and I don't know where you put them. Sunday's Joe Kane. That's the other
Yeah.
thing. You can't recapture that magic.
No.
So we've just got some decisions to make.
We'll
later.
make the decisions as they approach.
Become necessary.
You know, our first responders and our public works crews, they're ready for anything.
Sure.
You know, so really it comes down to whether the crews want to parade. That's
All
what
right.
it amounts to.
And if they do, even if the weather's bad, we'll for the ones we're scheduled to cover, we'll cover them. We'll have them here. So if for some reason it's really nasty and they're running, and we're supposed to cover them that day, we'll cover them. So we just let you know that. Well, Mayor, is there anything you need to tell us that that you want us to know about Mobile Mardi Gras before we let you go tonight?
Well, I would say this. I know that you're going to another place to celebrate one day of Mardi Gras. And so when you get back, I want you to just go ahead and tell everybody that Mobile is the best because you've experienced the other.
How much better it is? Oh, you know. Well, see, I have to be careful while I'm over there because I'm in enemy territory. All right, but I'm going to go over there for a couple of days, and I've got a ball I'm emceeing over there. But I will preach the gospel of Mobile Mardi Gras while I'm there.
That's exactly right.
Mayor, always a pleasure
Thank you,
talking
Darwin.
to you.
Thanks for what you do to promote it.
Well, you have a great
And
Mardi Gras.
Everybody have a safe Mardi Gras. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Ariel,
Bye-bye.
back to you.
All right, Mobile does Mardi Gras best because we started it. Now we have here with us our musical guest for the evening, Lauren Murphy. You were here with us not too long ago, a couple nights ago, right?
Yeah, I was here last Friday with Brooks Hubbard for Order Vinca.
Okay, now tonight you did not come along. You brought your daughter with you, Liba?
Yes.
Is this your first parade?
Yes.
Okay, so you're excited to not only perform but participate in your first Mardi Gras parade in the birthplace of Mardi Gras.
Yes, I've already been looking down and all the people seem so excited, and I'm excited as well because I've heard that it's awesome in Mobile.
It is awesome on Mobile. Well, I'm going to get out of the way and let you guys perform and have fun. Break a leg. Not really.
This is an original song called New Folks. Hold on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. For me stands a wall
folks. We wear our masks all the time. Us new folks. We spend our dollars like dimes. Us new folks. We wear our masks all the time. Us new folks. We're gonna waste your time. This is called Unsociable. Did you alright? Stand all
All right, Lauren and Liva Murphy are masked minstrels tonight as we get ready for the Mystic Stripers. We're going to be returning to the parade route for tonight in just a few minutes with the Mystic Stripers, 17 floats, and lots of great music, not just for the balcony tonight, and also some food tonight as well. Terrence standing by to talk about that as well.
We sure do. I'm joined with Tammy from Mirko's Pasta, and we're talking not only pasta, but bread and some delicious tiramisu. Stick around. You're not going to want to miss what we're serving up. Welcome back to Hargrove's Balcony. I'm with Tammy from Mirko Pasta in Legacy Village. And before we cover the Mystic Stripers, I want to talk about the food that you brought, Tammy, because it smells magnificent. So we're called Mirko Pasta. You guys make all of your pasta homemade. So what do we have in this dish right here?
Tonight I decided to bring the raviolis for this year. So we have a variety. They're all handmade by our pasta chef, which is Yolanda Tomlinson. And so we have our mushroom ravioli, we have butternut squash, we have the shrimp and lobster, and we have the sun-dried tomato and Gouda cheese. That would be the spinach and ricotta cheese, the green, and then the 4-cheese ravioli. But they're all handmade with fresh ingredients. That's the main thing I'd like to emphasize, is everything at our restaurant is fresh.
And my favorite part about the restaurant is before you even order, you get these delicious rolls, and they're endless, which I absolutely love. But aside from the pasta and the rolls, you guys have a wine night on Mondays. Tell us what the deal is there.
On Monday nights from 5 to 9, you can come in and sit down and enjoy a bottle or a glass for half off with the price of an entree.
And then talk about your Tuesday pasta deal, because you have that as well, because this is going to go quickly.
On Tuesday, we have 2 for $22, which is any of our pasta dishes. Whichever one you want to choose, you can mix and match. You can get the raviolis, but it's pasta and sauce for 2 for $22.
And then let's talk about Wednesday. You almost have like every day of the week here that you're giving some sort of discount.
Yeah, we love our customers, and we want them to come back. We don't want them to just come on the weekends, you know. So we try to have something that would help out with moms that, you know, are not able to cook, from dance lessons to sports or whatever. We want to make it easy on them. And so on Wednesday nights, we have buy one, get one half off, but it's dine-in only. So I will emphasize that, though. And on Tuesdays, it's the 2 for $22 is dine-in only. Correct.
And then if we want to have a great date night weekend on Saturday, I love that you bring the food and you bring the fun.
Yes. We have Leonard Houston with us on Saturday nights, and everyone absolutely loves him. It's easy listening. He plays the saxophone and he plays the keyboard, and he is extremely good. He plays just loud enough to keep you entertained but not overwhelm you. And our guests love him, and they'll call now and say, is Leonard going to be there? And so it's really fun. We have a really good time, and I think our guests do too.
And then, Tammy, I have to touch on one of my favorite desserts of all time. You brought tiramisu. Tell us how that is made. Is that homemade by Mirko?
Yes. The same lady that makes all the pasta makes tiramisu, and it has espresso beans in it. Of course, not whole espresso beans. It's the juices of the espresso beans, and it has real cream, and it's absolutely delicious, layer for layer. It's really, really good. And we'll cut into it in a little while, and you can kind of see the layers of it.
I'm really excited about that. What would you say is your favorite thing on the menu at Mirko Pasta, Tammy? Because you've been doing this for quite some time now.
My absolute favorite is the salmon.
Okay.
I love the salmon. We have a salmon dinner, we have a salmon salad, and it's wild caught, and it is amazing. It is amazing. Chef Joppy is excellent with it, and you can get it exactly how you want it. And yeah, the salmon is definitely my favorite.
And at UTV 44, we absolutely love Mirko pasta as well. That's why we continue to invite you back. You're no stranger to Mardi Gras. What would you say is your favorite part about participating at these different parades, Tammy?
I've been in Mobile my whole life. I was born and raised here, and Mardi Gras is a big deal here. And so, you know, it's a fun time for fellowship with everyone, and to see your friends that come in from out of town that grew up here. And I just enjoy it all the way around. It's a fun time. It really is.
And before we toss it over to Darwin, I want to say congratulations to Tammy, recently engaged.
Thank you. Thank you.
Back over to you, Darwin.
Congratulations. That's great news. Willie, we hope you all the happiness in the world and a clear, sunny day for your wedding. Hey, we are here to talk about Hargrove. Of course, we're on their balcony tonight. That brand new balcony that you've been seeing going up across the street from Government Plaza for the past several months is done, and just in time for us to get up here. Thank you, Hargrove, very much. It's the Hargrove Control and Automation balcony, building with the balconies on it. Jeb Shell's here. Are you your chief financial officer? Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and I want to, first of all, take a look at this shirt. Can you guys see this? It's the crew of Hargrove. I'm going to switch around here. You can see the crest. And then on the back, where did this come from and how did it come to be, Jeb?
We do that as a fundraiser for our foundation, and so every year they design it, and so that is the crew of Hargrove shirt that proceeds go to the foundation, which of course we use to serve all the communities that we're in.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier last week, and you actually go to your employees and say, hey, you got some things that are really important to you that could use some help. And then they pay into that actually through sort of like a payroll savings with you guys and your foundation, and then it goes to help. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I want to talk first of all about your investment in downtown. And I want to find out what Hargrove is before we get into that, because you guys occupy a lot of downtown. What do you do?
We're a full-service engineering firm, but mainly in the industrial sector. So refineries, chemical plants, pulp and paper, but we also have specialty services like life sciences for biopharma and pharmaceuticals. And then the building we're in right here is our controls and automation, where they do all the computers and the panels that run facilities and design those. So years ago you had people on switches and valves. Now you've got a computer system that runs it all, and they're building $1 million panels in this building in downtown
Mobile.
Mobile. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I haven't seen all the building obviously yet. Then I've seen the balcony for sure. I think the thing that's really fascinating is that Ralph Hargrove started this business many years ago, and when you tell me all the different things you do, it's amazing that one person started this, and I guess he saw needs as he went along growing this business and started finding people that could help him fill them.
Well, to Ralph's credit, what he's been good at is recognizing and grabbing talent in different areas. And then as you bring the talent on the team, you can always do something with a good person, even if you don't have a need for them at the time. And so he'll grab the right talent and then find the need for them later, because good people you can always find someplace. And it's grown a lot. And we're downtown because a lot to do with Ralph, because we could have gone out west and built something.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm going to go downtown and we're going to start renovating these buildings. And so far, we're at about 125,000 square feet and about $15 million invested down here, and 400 teammates down here in downtown.
That's definitely giving back to your community. And I really appreciate that. As somebody that has been excited about seeing downtown rebound, not only are you saving some buildings, but you've got people working down here, which means when they work down here, they spend money down there. Here they eat lunch down here. How many people do you have down here downtown?
We've got about 400 people that are based out of the Mobile
Really?
office. So you can rarely go to a restaurant downtown at lunch and not see somebody with the Hargrove lanyard on. In fact, we joke that if we need to go have a secret meeting or a quiet meeting, there's not many places you can go downtown where you can go sit and have a business meeting.
Or you go to Daphne or somewhere.
Have to go to Daphne or somewhere.
That's really, and you probably employ a lot of people from the Eastern Shore that commute every day, right?
We do. We have a good bit of people. I don't have the exact number, but it's 80 to 100 that come from across the bay as well.
Wow. Well, I just want to say that you've done an amazing job. The Crest Building, I love the fact that was a 5 and 10 back in the day, and there's a lot of fond memories, especially our senior community members here probably remember going in there as a child or as an adult. And to see that building, which was boarded up and just dilapidated for so many years, come back and be a vital part of the community. They can look in those windows now, which the inside is beautiful, but they can envision the way it was back then. And that's just such a treat for anybody that's been a part of Mobile.
Absolutely.
So where do you go from here? I mean, you're going to keep growing, and I know you've got offices in like 12 or 14 other locations. But in Mobile, why do you, if you could envision 5 years from now, without committing you, what do you see?
Well, I mean, it has been amazing, and since we moved down here, first in '05 and then in 2008, what's happened down here, and we give a lot of credit to the mayor and his staff, particularly for making this building happen and the balcony and everything. They really went out of their way to make things happen for us. But our goal is to make downtown Mobile a technology hub and engineering and different other technologies, and kind of infill with that to where, you know, you've got some areas that are the financial center. We want to be a technology center on the Gulf Coast.
Do you find that companies, do you all ever host or entertain people that say, we're looking at Mobile, we want to see how you guys do it? It might or might not be for us, but you guys are probably kind of a litmus test for some other folks, I would think.
I tell you, one of the benefits of being down here is we've got clients that are, you know, Fortune 500 clients.
Some in town tonight.
Coming down. There are some here tonight. We actually have about 50 executives and leaders from all over the country, from Fortune 500 companies that we're hosting at our office for the parade tonight. And they're up the street at the other building, but we're really trying to showcase Mobile, and they want to come back every year for Mardi Gras.
I'm glad they're here when it's not raining.
Yes.
Because it's really important that they see the enthusiasm in people on the streets, because Mobilians love Mardi Gras, and if they see that enthusiasm, it's contagious.
It is.
Well, Jeb, we want to thank you so much. Jeb Shell with Hargrove, and we just think you're the bee's knees to us for doing this, putting this balcony here for us, and it just adds to downtown. It gives that flavor of the way Mobile used to be and is again, except with a higher technology twist.
We've been very blessed, and it's our honor to give back and make this community better.
All right, looking for many years of Hargrove. We're going to go over now to Ariel. She's at our music stage right now, and we're going to hear some more music as we get ready for the Mystic Stripers. We're waiting for them to start rolling. I see them down on let's see, that's Royal Street right now, so that means they're getting closer. Ariel?
Not too far from the Stripers tonight, but we still have our musical guests, the mother-daughter duo, Laura and Liba. I'm going to get it right eventually. Now, what I did get right, we talked earlier, and you said you were doing aerial silks. You think you want to do like a pink aerial silk performance tonight?
I mean, if we had the equipment, yes.
All right, Mom, would you be with that?
If she pays the insurance policy, sure.
Of course. All right, well, without the aerial silks, let's get a performance from you guys right now. All right.
This is an original song called Unsociable. Gets a big
All right, Lauren and Liba Murphy. All right, this is literally what we call in the business tap dancing until something happens. We understand that one of the floats may have had a flat, and that has delayed everything. In fact, I'm looking way down the street now toward the river, and I can see some of the floats crossing down Royal Street at Government Street, which usually by now they're here. So thank goodness we've got some nice music, some delicious food, and great guests. But it gives me a chance to talk to a couple of folks while we're waiting. You can go ahead and go get you another beverage out of the refrigerator, or maybe do anything else you need to do while we're waiting. But I want to thank Teresa Tarleton. And every year, Teresa, one day she showed up at the door at the station, and she said, I have something for you. And I had not met Teresa. I hadn't met her at all. She came up and she had some hats for me. And this has been 4 years ago, I think. And she came in with all these amazing hats. And so this year, once again, 6 more. And I decided tonight I would wear I call it my parrot head hat, my Jimmy Buffett hat. And I also put in its mouth and its beak this right here, Mobile ARC. And what that is the Mobile Association of Retarded Citizens. They are an amazing organization. They help children with physical and disabilities and have for decades. Well, today was their Mardi Gras parade, and every year I get to ride in the MARC parade. You've heard me talk about it. In fact, I believe on NBC 15 News at 5 and 6, they had a little clip or two from today's parade. Great turnout, and as always, if you go to that parade, you are going to get plenty of throws. And not only are children with mental and physical challenges watching the parade, but they are also riding in the parade. They have their own royalty. They have their own themes. It is a magical, magical, wonderful parade. So I had a chance to be in it as a Reveling Cavalier again this year, and I thank them for allowing me to take part in it because it always makes me feel great, except my arm's hurting right now because I threw so many moon pies and beads. All right, we are now going to go back to our food table because Taryn and her special guest is Tara has this big, huge plate or tray of tiramisu that we're all looking at as if we own it. Tara.
Yes, Darwin. The food at Mirko Pasta was so good. We're back for seconds, in a sense. But right now, instead of the tiramisu, we're going to talk about something a little different. The Sunday brunch that you guys offer, Tammy, at Mirko Pasta. Let's tell our viewers about it.
On Sundays from 11 to 4, we serve brunch, and we have homemade yo-yo rolls, which is huge cinnamon rolls. We have Italian sausage, gravy and biscuits, and we have omelets that are out of this world. We have an Italian French toast, which is really good. And it's just a good time to fellowship with your family after church or mass or whatever. We're there to serve you.
And then what is the story of why Mirko Pasta started there in Legacy Village? Because we love you guys. We love that you are locally here in Mobile, but how did you guys get started?
The Belote family that actually owns all the Zaxby's, they had bought it for their daughter, actually, and they went to Atlanta. They heard about it through the Zaxby's Corporation, and they went to Atlanta and met with Mirko, and they decided to come here and open a location. And they chose Legacy Village because of its beauty and its elegance, and they figured that it would be a good fit for what we had.
And I mentioned the bread earlier, but I want to talk about what you guys serve with the bread because it's some sort of sauce, like an oil. I don't know, but it's
it's a bean
delicious.
Dip. It's a bean dip.
Okay.
And it's pureed pinto beans, celery, and carrots. And then we put virgin olive oil on top, and then herbs.
And then really quickly, for the viewers who actually missed the food the first time around, just a real quick, brief summary of what we have here.
So we have mushroom ravioli, we have butternut squash, we have shrimp and lobster, we have the sun-dried tomato and Gouda cheese, spinach and ricotta cheese, and then the 4-cheese ravioli. And they're all handmade by Yo-Yo.
And once again, we're able to get buy one, get one free on, is that Wednesdays, and it's dine-in only?
Buy one, get one half off on Wednesdays, and then 2 for $22 on Tuesdays. And then we have wine night on Monday night, which is buy one, get one half off.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Tammy. Now, we're going to dig into the tiramisu now, but for now, we're going to take it to break. But stick around because I hear Mystic Stripers are just around the corner.
All right, the long wait is over. We are getting ready to see the Mystic Stripers head down the street. The motorcycle police officers with Mobile Police Department are revving up, getting ready to go. The crowd's ready. Looky there. Yes, what a sweetheart. She is ready to catch some throws, and Mom's standing right next to her. It's a good idea, Mom, because the crowd will start swelling in just a moment, because this crowd that has been watching on Church Street will be running over here to enjoy the parade right here. I'm Darwin Singleton with NBC 15 News and NBC 15 Today.
And I'm Ariel with 107.3 The Beat and iHeart Radio Station.
So she's helping us today,
Yes.
Tara, your microphone, let's give it a, say something real quick. We can't hear you. Okay, let's see. We may have a little technical problem here. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. You go ahead and, Jared, see if you can hear her now. All right, well, we'll work it out.
I'll just grab your mic, Mark.
Now we got you.
Now can you hear me? Perfect.
Okay, we're good.
All
Okay,
right.
yeah, because I thought we were going to have to do it alone, just sending her back out in the crowd.
They don't want that.
No, they don't want that yet. Hey, but I'll tell you what, Ariel, you're doing a great job, and because you just got thrown into this without any training. Yeah.
Listen, the last time I did this, I dropped my cue cards and got mascara in my eyes, so I'm good so far.
Wait a minute, you had makeup and cue cards?
Yes.
Oh, you ain't working for NBC 15. We wing it, baby.
It was NBC 15.
Oh, it was?
Yes.
I'm getting cheated here. I don't know what's going on. All right, you have to do my own mascara. Okay, let's talk about this parade first of all. 17 floats tonight, and the Mystics, I almost said Mystics of Time. We are not there yet. The Mystic Striper Society was formed in 1939. I was only 4 years old then.
Wow, I was only a twinkle in my mother's eye.
I was not 4 years old.
I don't even know if I was a twinkle.
No, I don't actually. I wasn't either. I came along a little bit after that. But that gives you an idea how long this group has been around, and this is their 71st parade, but what is it, 79th ball, I believe?
Yes, it is the 79th ball, and then they have their King Striper, the 77th, which we were mentioning earlier, how they like to keep everything private and secretive, so they're not releasing the name. But a name I do want to release is Ed Smith. We love it when people interact with us on social media. He's been taking pictures, watching the parade.
Taking pictures off the TV screen.
Of the TV screen, yeah. So he won't be able to catch any throws, but he's catching all of our coverage here on UTV 44.
So he's not filling up to snuff to be out at the parade?
No, he's not. He's feeling sick right now.
Well, Ariel, that's one of the big things about the parade. A lot of people can't get out to see it, and this is a good opportunity for them to be here and not be here.
I mean, between it being a school night, a little chilly out, you know, everybody can't make it out, but that's okay because we got them covered.
And the flu bug's been going around, so people are, so.
Yeah, taking precautions.
Yeah, and Ariel, a little bit real quickly about your radio station. You're an iHeart radio station.
Correct.
Tell us about The Beat and what you do there.
Okay, so 107.3 The Beat is a hip-hop and R&B station. So if you're into hip-hop and R&B music, we got you covered. It's a newer station covering the Mobile, Pensacola, Biloxi area.
And we'll find you where on the dial?
And you can find me at 107.3 The Beat in the afternoons from 3 o'clock p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m.
Oh, you're that girl.
I'm that girl. I'm the afternoon girl.
Ariel, I do have a quick question. Of course, I've listened to your station on my way home from work before, and I know that you also talk about trending topics. I do have a question. Did you know for sure that Kylie Jenner was pregnant?
I knew halfway for sure that Kylie Jenner was pregnant.
Okay, I hate to interrupt you all about the Jenners, but these are the Budweiser Clydesdales. Look at this. Are they not magnificent?
They are gorgeous. Yes. My goodness.
And look at the Dalmatian up there riding with the handlers and the drivers.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Dilly Dilly! We've interviewed him before.
Oh, is that
on
Dilly
Gulf Coast
Dilly?
Today. That's
It's
old
Dilly Dilly. That's all you see and hear now. Boy, they struck it rich what they got on that ad campaign, didn't they?
Yes, and I guarantee you they were praying for Philadelphia to win, so everyone would use the hashtag Philly Philly during the
you know they
game
were.
because they were definitely trending.
Ariel, would you? I know they don't ride these horses, but have you ever been close to them? Would you
I
ride
am terrified of horses.
No way.
I am. I have, like, even standing this far away from them, I'm like, no horses.
Well, I'll tell you what. I did a story years ago with a blacksmith that works with them, and those shoes are huge. Their hooves are amazing, and when one of them puts his foot on you, you know it.
Exactly. That's my problem.
All right. We are seeing the color guard. Let's see. Well,
from Blunt High School.
Yes.
Okay, well, now the color guard was from Satsuma. I did not see them tonight, but our lead band is definitely from Blunt. Let's listen. High School marching band. They
Man,
are
I'm feeling the rhythm.
They are
Yes.
fantastic. We can feel the bass drum up here. This is like
That's the
vibrating.
best part, though.
Yeah, talk about 107.3 The Beat. This is Ariel's
That is the
natural
beat.
habitat.
It is. I was a band member.
Oh, no way.
Are you
What'd
serious?
Yes, I
Where'd-
played the flute
Where'd you go?
to BC Rain.
You went to BC Right. Well, they've been
Yes.
marching in the parades too. I was a trombone player. Did you play in band?
I didn't. I wanted to. My
But-
mom actually played the flute, and so
wow.
But I played sports, so I couldn't
That's
do
true.
both.
You did, didn't you? Yeah, it is hard to do both. My sister tried to do it all, and it just about killed her.
Yeah.
All right. Now, the Mystic Stripers, this is their emblem float.
Whoa!
Tiger is their emblem.
Watch out.
All right.
Whoa, right in the stomach.
All right. I forgot to tell you, they throw hard.
Yes, they do.
Guys!
And the football is the new weapon of choice. All right, man, it's like a sea, a sea
right.
of. Oh wait, there's.
Glow sticks.
Glow stick.
Hey, don't
I think that was
take your
Elon
face.
Musk's Tesla flying through the air at me there for a
Hey,
second.
I
Oh,
just caught a football.
you got a football.
Listen, I think I'm ready for the pros.
You are, man. You caught a
She's
real.
ready for the NFL Combine.
We've been getting all these Nerf balls, but you got an honest to goodness football. And she caught it and she almost ran with it.
This is for my son.
Oh, he'll love that. Well, I got news for you. Your son's going to have a lot of stuff by the end of this parade.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Okay, and of course, the tiger is the emblem
Yikes.
of the Mystic Stripers. Their theme tonight, once again, is Hidden Ancestors. Hidden Ancestors. And Hidden Ancestors looks like it's all about the past Mardi Gras crews that have come before them.
We have Baker High School Marching Band. Let's take a listen to them as well.
Baker High School Marching Band really sounding good tonight. You know, the bands tonight, we've had two bands, Glut and Baker so far. Very powerful, good sound.
Yeah.
Really nice, really good. Look forward to seeing them. Maybe we'll see BC Rain. I have Mardi Gras beads stuck to the bottom of my shoes. I feel like I've just stepped in Mardi Gras and it won't go away. You ever had that happen?
All the time.
Absolutely.
Or you slept in Mardi Gras and it won't go away.
Oh, that happens a lot. Or, yeah, I always, sometimes people look at my hats and say, somebody just like threw up Mardi Gras on you.
Yeah, that's what
And
the
it
end of the
landed, it looks
Hargrove
great.
balcony looks like every night. Oh, Darwin's hat. There it goes.
They just knocked off my hat.
Woo!
Another football. The
Yes.
weapon of choice tonight.
Yes, you better believe it. Oh, here it comes.
Yes, which brings us to our zebra float. Watch out for your face. Watch
Oh,
out.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
I
you
got
go.
that one.
I might as well
Okay.
take this hat.
Man.
All right, that is also a constant floats. You'll see it every year with the Mystic Stripers because stripes.
Yes.
You know, stripes, all about stripes. Tiger stripes,
Yeah.
zebra stripes. Those two floats you'll see every year.
I noticed in the emblem float, it looked like it was the Taj Mahal, whereas this one's looking like it's
Egypt.
in Egypt. Darwin, you're hitting me in the head with those feet.
Oh, I was just trying to get him to throw more. Was that you?
in my head.
Oh, wow. Hurts, doesn't it? Oh, wow. They
I
are
never
having a great
knew how hard bees hurt
Yes.
Oh,
when
you
they're
just-
coming 30 miles an hour at your hand.
Especially in the cold weather.
Yes.
Wait till you get a nice bag of rice in your face. And that could happen.
Or a packet of ramen noodles.
Yeah, well, those don't hurt as bad.
They're not as bad. That's fair enough.
we have a pain scale for throws up here. All right, I have taken my parrot hat off because it wasn't going to stay on.
No.
I realized it was a target.
Right.
You know, so knock his hat off. Why make yourself vulnerable?
I thought this was going to be so much fun. I didn't realize I was going to be a target.
Yeah, it's
We
dangerous.
did not tell you that on purpose. You might have not come. Oh, by the way, here's the goggles if you need them. I'm going
Yes.
to put them a little closer.
And we have our next band. I'm loving all these high school bands, by the way. Alma Bryant High School Marching Band.
Alma
Let's take a
Bryant
listen.
down in Philometry, Irvington. looking good tonight. Down on toward the Bayou and Irvington, south part of the county.
Darwin, you look ready for our next float.
Oh, I put goggles on.
You
I
put
did.
goggles
And if
on.
you're smart and want to see tomorrow how to press the buttons at the radio station, you put them on too.
Exactly. So
it's funny. I get to talk to Ariel every morning because she helps with the Uncle Henry show on WNTM, and I call and talk to Uncle Henry every morning about 5 till 8.
I like being behind the scenes. That's my favorite part.
But you always say you're so cheerful early in the morning, and you take my call, you put me on hold, but I never saw you till tonight.
And now we're face to face.
And now you're stuck with me tonight. And
Getting pummeled by beads and whatnot.
It's an unnatural situation,
It
isn't it? It is. But I'm glad you're here. All right, this is one of my favorite floats at Mardi Gras.
Oh,
because
the circus wagon.
Yeah, it's keeping with their animal theme, and this is one of their floats, or several in a string that you'll see every year. It snakes back and forth.
This
Something
is
about this float
is
feels
unique.
safe.
This is definitely unique.
Yeah.
I love this float. Well thought out.
And they're all in red tonight.
So far, this is the safest float that's gone past here.
Don't jinx it. Give
Okay,
us
okay,
some
not
wood
yet.
to knock on.
Because I just saw a huge box of snack cakes come flying this way.
Oh, dear.
Those can hurt. And they are delicious.
That one guy has a bag full of footballs.
Another football. All right.
Whoa!
Ariel's racking up.
Hey, I'm NFL ready now.
This is a whole new world, in a sense, for Ariel. If anyone catches the Disney plug there.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, this was our guest from Tuesday night. The Excelsior Band.
They are always my favorite.
Hosea and the gang make so many appearances. They are one of the busiest bands at Mardi Gras.
All right, since 1939, the Mystic Stripers. Oh, we hit our monitor. Since 1939, the Mystic Stripers have entertained parade goers here on the Gulf Coast, and they're doing it tonight. This is their emblem float, and you see the rotating S. 1939, when they started parading in Mobile.
Oh, wow. That's a unique Frisbee. They're throwing stuff up on. There you go, Darwin.
Yeah, I finally caught something and absolutely thrilled that guy to death. Because he knows how hard that is for me.
Oh, yay. What is that, Darwin? Peanuts?
What was? I think it is peanut. Oh, no, I'm on a leash.
That was my snack of choice the other night. Whoa, someone just got a giant. Oh,
It
never
was
mind.
ramen noodles.
It was ramen.
It was ramen.
It was the ramen.
Chicken ramen, I know that's your favorite.
I love it. You know what? This is actually really good if you cook it hard. You don't add water, and then you sprinkle it, crunch it up on top of a salad. It's a really tasty. So I'll take all the ramen that you can.
Okay. I think that's the first time I've ever heard that recipe.
Yeah.
Sounds like something for college students.
Stick around. Stick around. Who do we have now, Ariel?
We have Mary G. Montgomery High School.
Out in West Mobile. Actually, it's a little bit past Mobile, out towards Sims in that area. Let's listen.
You know, the crowds are really starting to fill in. I've seen a lot of nets across the way from us from people that are so serious about catching whatever stuffed animal. They'll literally reach over you just to get the giant bear or the zebra or what have you.
Because it's illegal to cross
Even
the
the laundry
balconies.
basket. We've got a laundry basket.
Oh yeah, it's a great idea. You know, in New Orleans they have ladders they stand on. Over here, I I don't
That's
think we need to do
brilliant.
that. Well, we don't need to do that here
don't.
because it's a little more civil.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
And we have the
There.
balcony, the Hargrove balcony.
Which is
to
why we
stand
do
on.
it better.
Oh, by the way, we are on Hargrove's Control and Automation balcony across the street from Government Plaza. It is that brand new balcony that's been built and built so beautifully for our broadcast. They didn't really build it for our broadcast, but we accept it. Wow, that guy's got an arm.
He did,
That
and
guy's
these are
got an
tough
arm.
to throw.
Yeah, he's got a curve.
Those are almost scary to catch.
I just saved you, baby. I just saved you.
We have the Cowboys and Indians on the title float. Mystic Stripers Society. I love the gold leaf in the front. That's really pretty.
And look, did you realize it's a zebra laying down with a...
A tiger, yeah.
No, it's a zebra. That's a zebra in the back.
And a
There's
tiger in the front.
Oh, okay. I
Yes.
see the tiger. That looks great.
It's a zyger.
A zyger?
Did you make that up on your own?
Yes.
Okay, this is the other half of Mary G. Montgomery's marching band because they split in two tonight, so we can double the fun.
Wow, must be quite a band.
I hope they play for us again. The first half played after they went by. This half finished before they got here.
You know, I see a couple of the band members with beads because, Darwin, you and I were talking about this before. When you have floats that throw as much as the Mystic Stripers do, the society, it would be tough to pass beads and footballs and glow sticks on the road as you're walking and not be tempted to pick it up.
Yeah.
So they've at least put some on their neck. So I'm glad that they're able to participate in the parade as well.
Or they just landed around their necks
That's
and they just
true.
happened to be there.
That's true.
I believe
the
that.
wind is really carrying things
And
here.
that is how you do Mardi Gras.
Yes. Oh, you know, these are really good throws. These balls right here,
Yes.
the round ones we saw a little earlier, they're soft and they don't hurt.
Right.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
makes them more difficult to throw, which makes it even more impressive that guy.
That guy had a great
arm.
arm. I mean, he had a wonderful arm. We're starting in a moment to get to our theme. And I believe we just have made our first theme here. Yeah, this is the Society of St. Louis or Society of St. Louis. And, whoa!
Wow. And the throws start coming.
Yes, almost. There you go.
Oh, yay! Thank you, Darwin. You saved my life. Oh! Oh!
Yeah, I'll teach you. All right, and there's a shout out to the Mobile AFC, which is Mobile's new soccer team. You see him holding his scarf up there. That's our new soccer team in Mobile.
And this is in French, Society de Louis.
And I hope
He's trying to break our light post.
I was about to ask that. Is he trying to break the light?
Listen, this football broke it last year, and
Did it?
Jared had to replace it with our engineering staff. Mike's also here. They were working on it back at the station, so
I
we're
don't
able to
think-
bring it back to life.
honestly, I've been.
Oh, we just
we
broke
just-
a light, Darwin.
No, it just has to
Jared.
tilt it down now.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
can start seeing everything.
It's just gonna blind
It's a
me as I'm
spotlight.
watching the beats come to my face.
Satsuma High School Marching Band, let's listen.
I'm excited to have all of the Hargrove guests here on the balcony tonight. They're thankfully kind of clearing a path for us as we get littered with beads on the balcony.
You know, I was talking to Jeb Shell a little while ago with Hargrove. He says they're entertaining a bunch of folks from a variety of Fortune 500 companies that have come in town tonight just to check our city out. We want to say hello to them, and we're delighted to have them in town because Mobile is becoming a hotspot for technology. Hargrove leading the way.
Yes.
And so we are delighted to have them here. These are our heartbeats that someone threw us. You know, Valentine's Day comes the day after Fat
Valentine's
Tuesday.
Day, and then you got iHeart. So I think
iHeartRadio. You reckon these are iHeart beads?
I think so. I think they had a motive here.
Uh-oh. Oh, these guys
Wow.
mean it.
Wow.
I see it right now.
Yeah, they do. We have
Footballs.
another.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if I can just jump and get out the way. Like, this is really dodgeball. Oh, God.
We can't even.
Ow.
It's like.
Ow.
a flurry of things.
Those cups are heavy. Ow.
I think there are rocks in the cups.
Man. Holy.
Oh, sorry.
Are you guys
Ariel.
okay? There's a...
Looking like some cups right in the
Actually,
stomach.
one of these. I know at home you can hear all of this stuff hitting us.
Yes.
There's some more ramen. Grab the ramen for me, Darwin.
It's as bad as it sounds.
I put my goggles back on. Where'd they go? I think they knocked them off earlier.
Oh, God.
Really, that's what happened.
I think I jammed a finger.
Oh, no. But you know, are you okay?
I'm okay. They tricked me. It looked like
You
a
reached-
cup.
oh, my
And it
God.
was full of stuff, so when I grabbed
What's
it,
in there? It's like a
I
package.
had a rock.
Okay, Citronelle High School Marching Band is here to entertain us. Let's
While
listen to
we
them.
mend our wounds.
Oh, jeez. Citronelle High School Marching Band. So here I am, eating a fudge round. We got this big tray of tiramisu over there.
You know, it's Mardi Gras.
I know, how many times you think, oh, I don't need to eat, I'll eat in the parade route.
Exactly.
I'll just eat off the street.
That's the best thing about Mardi Gras. You never have to go with a full stomach. You can go with an empty stomach and come home with a full stomach.
You might have acne for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
But this is pretty good, actually. This was what was in that cup that somebody threw was full of beads and
I caught one in the stomach, I think, for good
you okay?
reason.
Yes. We have another guest tuning in, Lucas Nelson, who's saying Zygers aren't real, but I want to I want to say that anything's real.
If you want to be at Mardi Gras,
If
it is.
you want it to be. Yes. Ooh,
Rice.
rice.
Now
There you
throwing
go,
rice.
Darwin. Rice, baby. Ooh,
Wow,
look at that
rice.
giant stuffed bear. Someone with one of those nets is getting that, or the guy with the laundry basket. Thanks for tuning in, Lucas.
Yeah, I'm loving the fact that Ariel is just kind of amazed at all this. Are you grasping your hands? Are your hands okay?
My hands are okay. I think I'm just shocked that rice is coming off a float.
Oh, the other day we had toilet tissue coming
Oh,
off.
that's great. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you need during Mardi Gras.
And Capri Sun got in trouble for drinking.
And leaving open
Yeah,
on the
my
set.
bad. I'm sorry.
So, yeah, you can make groceries up here, as they say in New Orleans. We're up here making groceries.
You know what? I think that'll be my favorite part of Mardi Gras.
Chickasaw High School Marching Band going through. And they've been here. Actually, we see the Chieftains several times now. They've been marching in several parades. These bands, I'm telling you,
Yes.
they spend a lot of time. They spend a lot of time at the parade route, and this is the time we get to party and have fun and celebrate. They got to get out there and hoof it.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that. All right, our next float, as we go down the Hidden Ancestors list tonight of the theme, the Tea Drinkers. This is another Mardi Gras crew that I'm not familiar with this group.
I'm almost
The tea
afraid to
drinkers.
wave my hands to catch something.
I know.
I'm
You
very
never know
afraid
what's
to, hey, Mr. Throw me something.
It's a warm night tonight. Imagine if your hands were cold and you're
Right?
Yes.
Would you believe that it just ricocheted off the light and
I
hit me in
would.
the car?
I would. The Tea Drinkers. I need to do some research on the Tea Drinkers. Have either one of
It
you?
looks like the Mad Hatter, in all
I was
honesty, from
thinking
Alice in
it feels
Wonderland.
very Alice
That's what
in
it.
Wonderland.
Yeah, but since
Remember
these
when
are all crews, it must have been a crew, and somebody will probably text in a little while and explain it all to us.
You know, I think there was a Zyger or a zebra Zyger in Alice in Wonderland. Is that true?
You're still no.
I'm
Nice
reaching.
try.
I'm reaching.
I think you've had too much tea. Whoa!
That was coming out of left field.
Bay City, by the way, that was a Bay City brass band. We're so busy trying to protect our eyes, we're letting some of these bands get by us here. Oh, wow, what was that?
I think it was a football. And
Watch out.
Oh,
Was it football?
Wow.
That was, you know what it hit? It hit the... Oh, jeez. Okay, all right, everybody take cover.
Okay.
Take cover. This is the Joe Kane float.
They're too close.
The Joe, they are. This is the Joe Kane float. And apparently all of them have signed up for Major League Baseball.
I got hit right
Oh!
That one got me right
Oh!
away.
All right. Where's the goggles?
You know,
Darwin, are you okay?
no, actually, it sounded like it broke my head wide open, but actually it wasn't. It hit the band on my microphone. All right, Viger High School Marching Band. Okay, let's take a minute to get composed, and you guys listen to Viger. More cowbell.
Darwin, is that the same tambourine that you caught on night one, or?
It is. It's the same one.
You just keep bringing it back?
It's been left. It's the only thing that's been left alone up here is
I
that
think
tambourine.
Jared's surprising you. That's a little happy for Darwin.
I'm thrilled. I love that tambourine. It has batteries in it. I haven't figured out how to turn it on yet.
He needs to get you some sort of face mask or a cushion.
Yeah, or a plexiglass.
Yeah.
All right, our theme continues. Viger High School Band just finished marching by now. We're getting ready for our next float as the Mystic Stripers bring us...
Oh, Darwin!
Hidden
Are you
Ancestors.
Okay?
That's what I get for looking at the script.
I know. I was trying to change the page. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, there's some more
What was it that
rice.
hit me? I thought it was wet. I don't know what it was.
They're wetting the football.
Oh, what was that?
This is slightly scary.
It's a wet football.
I don't even want to know.
I was just thinking that. I don't want to know why it's wet.
Oh, yep. See, they're wet footballs. Why are they doing that?
Wet footballs? I don't know.
It must have something to do with their sort of
I don't even want to think about what it might have to do with. Oh, wow.
This guy's throwing roses.
Oh.
Yay! I got a thing full of suckers. I love dum-dums.
We'll be in those in the newsroom tomorrow.
My boss, Kristen, actually has a witch's boot that we stuff with candy. So these are going in the witch's boot tomorrow.
And we have one in the newsroom for uncooked rice and ramen, so that will be in there. All right.
Ariel has to announce the next one.
Alumni.
Okay.
Yes, BC Rain High School.
This is you played what?
I played the flute, but I quit after the first year because I wanted to be a dance girl, a radiant raindrop.
And you were?
I were not.
Let's listen. BC Rain High School.
So you went from band member to dancer to radio host.
I tried to be a dancer, but I ended up in JROTC.
Okay.
Yes.
You dashed your way right into the military.
Right into the military. Number 3 in Mobile County.
Wow.
I was good. I was good.
So when you did, was it the rifle and
I
what?
did. In fact, there wasn't a club that I wasn't involved in when it came to JROTC. I was involved in everything. It became the number 3 member in Mobile County. Yeah.
You went out
I
for
was
it.
running.
You
I
didn't
was running
halfway
things.
do it then.
No, not at all. Oh, wow.
What just went by you?
That was a football. It almost got me in the face again.
Oh, man, they got some arms on these people. Oh.
I think that's one of the qualifications.
A whole box of oat milk cream pies in the chest. Oh.
Y'all, I have got so many beads under me, I can't stand up.
I can't even see well. All right, we're saving the oat milk cream pies for Jared.
I just got a beanbag.
Oh, I got my head.
Oh, wow.
My headgear got knocked off by something.
See? They
Okay. They got me. They got me that time.
I did. Those are Nutter Butters. I want those.
Oh, my goodness. I think I have a bruise.
Bravo. Oh, mercy.
Woo.
Look at behind us, you all.
I know. I'm excited about this aftermath.
We can start our own float.
I can just sleep here and have my dinner, breakfast, brunch,
And you can probably rest your head on a nice little pillow here. This football.
What is this?
That's a
beanbag.
beanbag.
Why'd they throw
It's for the... Okay. Here we go, Baldwin County High School marching band. Let's listen to Baldwin County. Babe it in. We are watching the 2018 Mystic Stripers Parade on UTV 44 and streaming live on mynbc15.com. We want to thank you all so much for streaming, watching our streaming. No, but I can't even be coherent while I'm trying to talk.
And I want to mention Sally Skipper because she actually commented that she is watching right now. So we appreciate Sally for tuning in and watching the parade coverage as we put our lives on the line to bring you the order of the Mystic Stripers.
Okay, now Ariel, if you come to the parade and you're not up here on the balcony, I'm telling you, if you go underneath the balcony, can you imagine what they're catching down there?
I can imagine. It seems like it's probably a lot safer down there than it is up here.
Yeah, because we get the first hit, and then ricochets off of our bodies and goes down there.
Normally tonight I would be doing a pole dance class, and I think I would have less injuries there than I would here.
I don't know.
Oh.
Trust me, I would have less bruising.
Darwin, if you took a pole dance class, more or less injuries than a Mardi Gras parade?
I'd have to have a living chiropractor. Davidson High School Marching Band just down the road on Azalea Road from NBC 15. Glad to see them out here. Hopefully they'll favor us with a song. And I love the bands because they don't throw anything.
Yes, and
it also make us do something.
And they're smart. They have a chaperone picking up different things that are in the middle of the street that they're able to take home with them.
Ah, collector.
Yes.
All right, that was the Davidson High School Marching Band. They did not favor us with a song, perhaps tomorrow night.
Yes, maybe tomorrow night. I will say, as I'm looking at my sheet to try and figure out what's coming up next during the parade route, my paper is
this it here?
Glass.
No.
Has pieces of glass.
Where did the
There's
come
glass
from?
everywhere. I think some of the lights are being broken.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they're okay, because they have a glass cover. Well, they had a glass cover on them. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of glass from up there. Not what because they have little cages in front of them, too, but when you're throwing beads, they go right into those little cages and break the lights.
Yes, R.I.P. the glass covering these lights.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Mamma mia.
Ouch! Oh, that was a big bead and it hurt.
Yes,
Okay.
these are
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
this
heavy stuff.
is the...
At my face.
Oh, there we go. This is the Comic Cowboys floats. And, of course, they have...
Watch out, Ariel.
They have got their own...
themselves.
They've got their own comments on there this year. Probably not as caustic as the...
Comic Cowboys.
Yeah, that will roll on Fat Tuesday.
I think I busted my lip open.
No, you didn't. Everybody's kind of holding their fingers, because you know what? The bad part is if you try to catch those beads, you will get bit. All right.
Definitely a duck and get out the way thing.
Williamson High School marching band from Mobile, Alabama, marching by us right now.
My parents' alumni.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Okay.
You are entrenched in the city, Ariel.
Hey, born and raised, 251 proud.
So when you play on 107.3 The Beat, you're playing the family and friends.
Yes, the family and friends. In fact, everybody here is family and friends. We're
You're
all
right.
friends here.
You are absolutely right.
So
All right.
what is your favorite thing that you have on the radio right now, Ariel?
Oh, it would have to be the Kendrick Lamar All the Stars for Black Panther.
I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw where that got a nearly perfect score from Rotten Tomatoes.
It has a perfect score now.
It does have a perfect
Yes,
score.
100%.
Everybody's raving about that movie.
I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited.
Well, let us know what you think about it.
I will.
When I call Uncle Henry in the morning, you can tell me.
Absolutely.
I'm excited about this. Christmas coming twice this year. We have the Santa Claus Society.
That's
Santa
right.
should be gentle.
They're not being very gentle.
No. Oh, M&M's. Oh, with peanuts. Oh!
They're treating us like we're on the naughty list.
What was the name of the evil Santa? Was it Krampus? I think this is Krampus. Oh, right in the face.
Oh, are you all right?
I asked for that one.
Don't let your guard down.
Oh, they really want us to have one of those orange footballs.
Good catch. Good, bravo. Bravo.
They seem very, very proud of themselves.
All right, LaFleur, high school marching rattlers in the green and orange. Let's watch and listen. You know, I just realized that the drum majors and the dancers and the flags, they're a snake. It's a rattlers.
Oh.
Yes, snaking through downtown. Let's listen.
That's no secret to Darwin. He uncovered.
I have figured it out. Oh, they just stopped. I hope they play again because they have a wall of sound. I think Phil Spector came up with that.
Okay, so of course I have relatives that went to LaFleur as well.
No, you did
Of course,
not.
you know
An
everybody
aunt that
in
was in
town.
the band at LaFleur.
Okay. What did they play?
You remember?
I can't remember what she played. It was like a trumpet or something like that.
Okay.
You know what? The nice thing about Mobile Mardi Gras, people are really connected to it. When they come
Right.
down here, they see somebody they know because
Exactly.
this is where we all come to meet. This is where we come to celebrate each other. That is Mardi Gras.
And it's like a purposeful thing. Like, hey, when you see my name, call me.
Yes. Oh, and you know they're snapping pictures and they're sharing them on the internet, and you'll see this parade 1,000 times over the next 2 weeks.
Wow, are these bubbles?
Oh, yes.
I think they are bubbles. Somebody's blowing
it.
bubbles.
Oh, wow,
my gosh,
wow,
okay.
wow.
Incoming,
The
incoming.
bubbles are a distraction for
It-
the footballs
it is.
coming at your face.
This is the crew
Oh, I
of
really
Columbus.
like this.
This is a tribute
I
to the
love
crew of
the
Columbus.
bubbles. It's a nice touch.
Oh, that's right. Crew of Columbus tomorrow night. Oh.
Look at you with the Nutty Buddies.
Yeah. Oh. Wow. I just got addled there.
Darwin was going for a Nutty Buddy.
And somebody.
and got hit in the jugular by a
Okay.
You know that show, 1,000 Ways to Die?
Yes.
They should add Mardi Gras beans.
Oh, absolutely. You know what, though? I think one of them was running interference for the other. One distracted
Yes.
me with the nut
Yes.
butter, and the other one hit me with a football.
That's what I said they were trying to do
Oh.
with the bubbles. They were mesmerizing us with the bubbles so that they could sneak in.
Doesn't take much, does it?
No.
Mighty Marching Cougars, let's listen. All right. My director, Jared, wanted the Nutty Buddies, he said, but he's not getting this one.
He's
Are they
taunting
good?
you, Jared. He's eating it. He has a mouthful of Nutty Buddies right now.
Yep. Yep.
You always wonder if the food is actually good or is it stale? Like,
No,
how
these are
long have they
crispy.
been? Okay.
No, well, you know, if they keep throwing like that, they've thrown them, you know, I guess they've thrown all of them last year.
Right.
They can't repeat with last year's food. Come on now. No, these are fresh. I mean, how long does Nutty Buddy stay fresh?
Who knows?
Really? 1939, Mystic Stripers started parading. And this is their anniversary float. It is the last float in the parade, and they mean business, folks.
Yes, they do. Darwin's like reflecting all of
I'm
these
reflecting.
footballs.
I don't know if I should catch or if I should hide. Oh,
I don't know where to look. That's the thing.
Right.
There are too many people on board the float to know who's aiming at you. And they wear masks, so you can't even see where they're really looking.
so you can't catch them in the wall the next day.
I will say, right, I did really like their float. Well done. Who was the float maker again? Darwin, I think your mic is out. I can't hear you. Darwin's trying to talk.
Wow, okay.
There we go.
They
They knocked your mic out.
Pulled the mic out. Look at our desk. It's decimated. All right, okay, we just got to get a minute to put ourselves together here. And we have got football about 3 feet deep here.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
could start our own McDonald's mosh ball pit.
We're going to go to a break. We're going to go to a break and figure out what just happened to us. And we'll come back to talk to you a little bit later. And we're going to have some tiramisu. That's our
Yes,
reward.
tiramisu and bread from Mirko Pasta. Stick around.
that may be a wrap for the parade tonight, but we still have our musical guests here with us, Lauren and Liba. I got it right this time. Okay, so your very first parade in Mobile, how was it?
It was wonderful. I enjoyed it so much.
All right, did we get hit with anything?
Did we catch anything?
Did you catch anything? Did you get hit with anything?
We got caught and we got hit, and it's great.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I feel great, but I definitely got hit with something. Okay, so I'm going to get out of the way and let you guys take away with the performance, okay?
Liba and I will be at Page and Palette on Saturday in Fairhope, so come join us. Thanks for having us tonight.
Tammy, are you dipping us up some tiramisu? We didn't have enough. Darwin didn't get his fill on the Nutty Buddies, and I didn't get my fill on the oatmeal cream pies. So Tammy from Mirko Pasta right in Legacy Village is dipping us up some fresh tiramisu, homemade. They make everything homemade at Mirko, including the pasta, even the bread. This is free and it's endless. All right, who's gonna taste it? I'll taste it. I love tiramisu, by the way.
I don't know what just happened to me over there. That was crazy. What did you think?
I don't know. I'm trying to
Oh, it's delicious.
Right
It's delicious. You gonna try any of it?
Sure I do.
It's
Yes, I
nice
do.
and moist.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Are we sharing a spoon?
This is the way we get the flu.
Okay. We've just crossed a boundary, Darwin.
Yeah, we do.
It's delicious. We're there now. We're like
Is
family.
it?
That was delish. That is
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna have to take
I
your
know.
word for it. It's not my diet.
By the way, there's more back there. There's some forks and things. This is delicious. Why did you choose this dessert to feature?
Because it's made by us in the restaurant, and Yo-Yo makes it actually, and it's got pure espresso in it and
I
cream.
can taste the espresso and
Yes.
the cream. Oh my goodness, that's what
Yes.
makes it so rich.
And the lady, I call them lady
fingers, that's what I heard.
They're soaked in the espresso, so that's what makes it really, really good. And then it's, like I said, the fresh cream, and she whips it. It's just amazing.
Absolutely.
Yo-Yo is the bomb. I mean, we have, I don't know what we'd do without her. And then we have a great chef, Jompy. And y'all just come by and see us. We'd love to have you.
I know. I've been meaning to get by, and I want to because you're so conveniently located. Once again, tell us where you are.
9 DeRue Drive, Suite 335. We sit right behind Atlanta Bread Company off Dolphin Street.
All right, and that is very near
Dolphin Way Baptist Church.
Yes,
right.
Dolphin and I-65.
Right in Legacy Village. And not only are we looking forward to getting some more of this tiramisu, but also, of course, Crew of Columbus, we're going to be covering tomorrow. Darwin and myself, we have another special guest. Ariel, you did a great job.
Thank
we love
you.
having you. How was your first experience right here on Hargrove's balcony?
It was great. I think I broke my nose.
You didn't break your nose.
Yeah, no,
They broke your nose.
They broke my nose. So last time it was mascara in my eye, and this time I broke a nose. This is great.
You just put yourself out there and they took advantage of it.
They did. I was a walking target.
Well, I want to thank the Mystic Stripers for allowing us to be their target tonight because they put on a tonight.
They did. We had a lot of fun.
And Lauren, the music's been great tonight.
Oh my goodness, and her daughter.
Absolutely.
Talk about a voice. The girl's only 14 years old, lives right here along the Gulf Coast in Fairhope. They moved from California, and they're over here, and we loved having them on the show, and we're going to love seeing you tomorrow. Of course, Crew of Columbus, UTV 44, watch us live, or on the web, stream mynbc15.com.
That's right. We're so glad you've been joining us. And tell your friends about us. And if you see a sponsor on here, let them know that you saw them because that helps us bring you this event next year as well. All right. So we're going to get ready to say goodbye. Ariel, thank you. And once again, where can we find you and hear you?
107.3 The Beat, an iHeart radio station, 3 to 7 in the afternoons, weekdays.
Somewhere over there is a hat with a parrot on it. I'm going to go find it.
Okay, all right. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.